I destroyed my shoulder on February 8th, and the date of the filming of this is July 16th, and I missed everything in between because of my recovery, surgery, physical therapy, all of that. So this is my first shot back at the lake, and it's in summer mode. So I missed all of the lead in. I mean, the lake's beautiful, it's scenic. It's just a perfect day, but I have to remember that it's not like I would have been over there in early March or first ice out. So you kind of lose contact with the lake and you got to figure it out. I don't expect really the crappie fishing to be that good, but it felt good to be back on the lake. So here's the story, and here's what happened. Hey everybody, I'm Mr. R. I'm on Lake Wilhelm. It's been 5.5 months since my accident. My orthopedic surgeon put my shoulder back together again. It's been a long road, but he cleared me to go fishing, cleared me to drive. So this is my first time over to Lake Wilhelm since my accident. We're gonna see if the crappies are hitting. It's early summer, and I'm not really sure. I know there's a storm coming in today, so I gotta pay attention. I only have a few hours to fish. We'll see how this goes. See if we can catch a few crappies, just to get back in the swing of things. This is what I'm using today. I'm using a baby shad lime green and a baby shad sparkle, and these are highly effective for crappies. I'm using a jig head that has a little hook flange on the back there that keeps the body on the jig head. That's like really important because you want that body to stay tight to the head. For whatever reason, crappies don't like it once that body slides down. So that kind of keeps it in place. It just saves you some time. That's an important tip. I'm also using today a tube bait, a ruby head with a chartreuse tail, rigged on a tube bait jig. And this is a number 6 hook, a 1/32 weight, and I'm going to tip these with a maggot, which I'll show you here in the next clip, how I rig these. This isn't rocket science. After I put the body over the jig head, you just simply take a maggot and you feed it over the hook. Make sure it's past the barb on the hook, and that's it. Not a whole lot more to it. It's pretty much that simple. I get asked all the time, do you really need a maggot? And short answer, no. Long answer, yes. A little better crappie there. It's my opinion that the jig brings the curiosity factor and the maggot triggers the strike, confirming it's real. Top dead center too. Good. That term, top dead center, means the fish really wanted it and the hook set placement was in the center of the mouth. And that's where you want it because a nickname for crappies is paper mouths. They have a very, very delicate mouth and you can tear that hook right out. If it's top dead center, they're not getting off. And this time of the year, the crappies like things moving, so I changed technique. The wind would blow, and then it would calm down. I started just slowly trolling out the back of the boat with my electric trolling motor. And this was a double. I thought I'd show you that. Another technique for catching crappies when the wind isn't cooperating and you cannot wind drift. Remember, they're spread out, they're hard to find, and you gotta cover water. These crappies are nothing spectacular. They're about the size of your hand, and you can fillet those. I did a whole video on that, so it's worth it. I'm just trying to figure out the lake because it's been over 5 months since I've been here, and I heard people talking about they can't catch any crappies and they're having a hard time, and they're all on the shoreline. As I looked around, like they're still spawning, and they're not. They're done with that. So you have to change your tactic, and I just find wind drifting to be very productive in locating crappies, especially when they're not schooled up in big schools anymore. And these are small crappies. These are not, these are not really what I'm looking for, because I like to catch bigger crappies. But this lake traditionally doesn't have huge crappies like down south, and some northern lakes have really big ones. But occasionally you'll run into the big ones. That's not the case today, obviously. This is another example of how you have to adjust to the conditions. I went back to wind drifting because it just was not working out trolling behind the boat. The line was just too light, the lure weight was too light to be effective with that method. And the way to catch them is they like this color jig. This is the baby shad, and I showed you at the beginning of the video. One last note before I close this up. If you're gonna catch small crappies like this, you need about a minimum of 15 to make it worth your while. So that's your target number if you're catching small ones. If you catch more, great, but 15 make a good meal of fillets for finger food. So in the live well you go. Well, I made it to the lake. All in all, it wasn't a terrible day. It wasn't what I hoped for. I got about 20 crappies. There's a storm rolling in, so it's time to get out of here. This thunderstorm's coming. So the crappies are not schooled up on the shore. They're spread out. You have to fish in deeper water and wind drift for them. But, all in all, not too bad. Not too bad. Felt good to get back to the lake. Pretty weak, though. Pretty weak. Still got a long road ahead of me before I'm 100%. Probably another 8 months. Yeah, another 8 months. So anyway, till next time, I'm Mr. R, and we gone.